Hello everybody, welcome to the third and final map here between NKT and Wings Up. We weren't expecting to be here. NKT, they took Inferno pretty divisively, and we thought they'd be all good for overpass, but no, not the case. After an overtime battle, it was Wings Up that took it. Bentep will kick off the proceedings here on Nuke, finding that first frag. Nice and easy.
Gotta say, it was it's been a marathon of a game so far. Oh, Zerol, that is very, very audacious. And it'll cost him his life. Bentep, they're looking to claw things back, who only go 1-for-1 in terms of that exchange. They're flying into his backside. Gratis factions posted. Himself finds himself a kill. And will stay alive. Lands go down towards B. He'll get a plant off here.
Decent look. Tries faction. Trying to find the fight here with the Julies, in fact, and he is going to win it out. So yes, they've got that bomb down, but it's kind of cost them everything at this point in time, to be honest with you. Lan, up close and personal, tries to do what he can, but it's not going to be very much at all as he goes down. So NKT, one thing you've got to give them credit for is how powerful their pistols have been.
Yeah, I gotta say, I think they've only lost one, if I'm right in saying.
Yeah,
it's been a pretty damn good run. When it comes towards the pistols, but actually, you know, when we're talking about the kind of the grandiose scope here, for the most part, the thing that worries us is kind of T-side rifle rounds. That's what's been pretty uncomfortable from, actually, the NKT side. Thankfully, with them starting on that CT side, they have a little bit of kind of, I guess, less pressure on their shoulders. Good balls to come through. I'm hoping just attack balls. We already have had one tech. But yeah, good opportunity to have a conversation. Wings Up. In terms of how do they want to buy as well. With a bomb plant, they can actually go for a full buy if they want to. That's exactly what they are going to do. I think it's probably the right call, right? On T side, when you've got a bomb plant, you've got a few kills, you may as well invest in and see what you can bring to the table with just the Galils, Mac 10s, and maybe a couple of upgraded pistols here or there. See if you can once again find a little bit more success. Finding that that force by round was actually one of the ways in which we saw Wings Up actually managed to find a good amount of run of form, good amount of momentum coming off the back of exactly that. So take a look and see triple, quadruple Galil, in fact, and flying just the Tech 9 for him. Thinking towards this one, of course, there is money off, as you would expect of towards NKT, but their buy arguably actually not as good with the couple of MP9s coming through double FAMAS.
Yeah, certainly a workable buy here from the T side of things. Get some utility out, get some outside control to roll with here. Meanwhile, Shine getting a flash down for him to take a peek. Oh, not quite sure what that flash is designed for. Maybe it was meant to go outside, but yeah, hit the roof. It's all good. No one around there anyway, so it doesn't really matter. Gas gonna find the first. Scratch faction sticks around, takes some damage from the fire, but he will get a trade frag. Cover that Galil. Ooh, and the bomb actually bailing on the attack, so I think they are going to pull this one back a bit.
What's off? Dropped off the single. Time being the 4 versus 4. NKT happy just to burn down that clock bit by bit. Keep themselves in towards somewhat of a winning position. Oh, rotation coming through Chalky, that's huge. Great spatial awareness from him. Getting behind, grapple 4. The numbers going in their favor. On the A side, extremely vulnerable. Bentep making his way up vent. It's probably not going to happen. Bomb will go down. This round's won already. Surely Bentep can't rotate up. If he does, he'll get caught, or at the very least traded. And for Urcast, he's just nowhere near to support. It's got to be done here, surely. He might even just save the 2 FAMASs.
Yeah, certainly looking that way. I mean, feels like you've got no other options, to be honest with you. So, yeah, it's a bit pointless going in for the round itself. Really nicely done, and a fantastic start from Wings Up, to be honest. Puts you in the perfect spot, right? Resetting a CT side especially means they just have no money, and they will be really, really struggling in the future rounds. So, yeah, Wings Up in a very, very, very good little spot now. Where are those shots coming from? Don't know. It doesn't matter.
It's a great round, though. It really is, actually. When you look at it, towards Wings Up, they just play contact out towards A. It's very kind of fundamental, simple Counter-Strike, but it works, right? And there's nothing really you can really kind of say on that negative note over towards them. I have to say it, you really do. Of course, in doing so, Wings Up now in a pretty leading position. I said that arguably the buy was a little bit better over towards Wings Up. That's exactly how it panned out in towards the round itself. Just like that, all tied square, one apiece. Double FAMAS is all that NKT have to work with now. They have gone for a full investment around it. Grat is rolled in towards out of the double deagle. Just a CZ. Not a gun that I like, but if they can make it work, then fair enough.
Early utility once again from the side of Wings Up, looking to get that control. Keep the game working in their favor. Got a couple players outside. Urcast gonna spot one out, doesn't quite finish off land. Does a lot of damage onto him though. Surely got to be enough to work with, but we'll see. They know where he's at now. They can try and isolate him and catch him off. Take him down quickly. Looks like he's made it out, at least for now. They are certainly after him here.
Was outside. Marek, very low indeed. Very fortunate, in fact, to stay alive. 4 points of HP for him. Lan on 16, but it's Child King who's going to find the first kill. So a lot of damage has been dealt towards the T side. Still got the numbers in their favor, and of course, the firepower too. Hello, flying. Another one joining the frail low HP players. This is very messy. And actually, NKT, they could make it work for them. Just for the fact that the HP is so low itself.
Just about. Flying down will go Gratisfaction. He's actually going to deny the bomb plant away. A little bit of an oversight coming in from the T side of things. He might be able to get a bit more. He does indeed. Keeps on going. Will eventually lose his head, but surely has done enough damage, created enough space to confirm the round. Looks that way, just Lan. And he's super low with no time, of course. So there you go. NKT answering back pretty quickly with the force buy of their own.
It all comes down to the way in which Wings Up approach that, right? They take outside control, which is great. They know they've got the much more preferential kind of util and spacing and all the rest. And then you just look at it kind of on its surface, right? And they're towards the side. They've got garage control. That's great. And then where do they go from there? They're all over the place. And it allows, bit by bit, NKT to get some pretty significant tags off. You know, at one point you had 3 players with a combined less than 58 points of HP. That itself was huge. Urcast, don't know what you're doing there. Marek will take the freest kill of his life. Knife out running across that smoke. The tech down will delete him. There's an opener. And of course, a rifle scooped up.
Bentet opening up onto the first. It's a chaotic kind of round here. Shine. Managed to drop another one. Looking for even more and keeps it going. Guy's on fire right now and they cannot stop him. Wonderful stuff. Lan remains alone once again and instantly traded out. NKT may well have won the force by wars.
Oh. There we go. Now the 2-round kind of breathing room for NKT to work with, but it will mean that money over towards the T side actually... It's not good enough to give them money to force buy him with the Galils, but it's not kind of bad enough where they're forced into kind of an investment, right? So it's actually a pretty decent position for them to just mellow out the buy here, go for a bit of a minimum one, stick around that 2k mark, and I guess just resetting towards the neck. It started well, though. Marek in front of that kill towards our side was looking good. They had space down towards Secret, but it all went south pretty damn quickly. Run through the smoke. Zion will be testing. Hang on a second. A couple of bodies going to come his way, and he'll line up both of them easily. There's the opening double, without too much sweat off his brow at all, and actually 2 more will follow suit. Hold on to Marek in a matter of moments.
And he is dealt with handily. So NKT starting to pick up speed here on the CT side of things. Really, really quick rounds in the past couple of them. Wings Up maybe starting to run out of a few ideas. I'd perhaps look towards a timeout, perhaps look towards something different. They're going to have another rifle buy to contend with here. Time will indeed tell. NKT, another important round. If they get this one, I think they're in a really, really solid spot.
Well, let's see. M4's coming forward alongside that AK for Zeralt to once again continue what has been a really good run of form for NKT. This is a great position to be in. I look over towards B as well. Zana drop a nade. That could be perfect. A lot of damage could come off the back of it, but no, it just catches the wall. They avoid the bulk of it, and now he'll be tested. The space over towards top ramp to work with, but the silo player spotted. Lan lucky to stay alive.
Utility going down, keeping the ramp area under wraps. Completely bailed on the idea on the wings up side of things. You know, they're just totally out of there, going outside, different area completely here, and I think that may come back to bite them. Molotov goes in, it's pretty effective, but there's a return Molotov, and Urcast is able to just hide around the corner of T-Red, not give his life away. Still a decent look, but with 40 seconds left, Wings Up have really not gained a lot of ground. They've got hardly any utility left. This is a very, very difficult look now. Flying will be the first to try and take some contact, but he almost goes down for it. They've got mini smoke. That's about it. Bentet waiting for an opportunity to just go running through it, and they were indeed ready for him. Maybe a little overzealous there. Gratisfaction back of the site. What can he get? And he's now the only one over here, and somehow Wings Up have made this work. They're just playing individual heads-up fights, and they'll win them all. Almost a team ace coming in for Wings Up.
Not a bad round at all. Only Lan not getting involved in the kills, but at the very least, Wings Up, they'll be more than happy with how that one came about. And we already spoke about for Wings Up, they're a team who rely pretty heavily on the fundamentals, right? Just playing, as you kind of quite rightly put it, heads up Counter-Strike, taking fights, playing off the back of Angels, playing up contact. And a prime example of it. Over towards Team NKT, slightly shell-shocked in a way, but Grat now picking up with the AWP to hope to make something of this. But Bentet answers with the first, instantly traded by Gas. Now actually, potentially, there's room for them to work over towards A once again. It's a classic Wings Up play. They've got A-side control.
Yeah, and A's pretty vulnerable here as well. Kind of rare to see. Shine on the backside trying to get things done. Gratisfaction will trade him out. Big frag found from Urcast. Can they hold on, though? This is still a difficult retake, especially half HP, coming in on different angles. Or Molotov will be stopped by the smoke. Pretty big deal. Flash comes in. Gratisfaction's head spotted above the smoke, but he wasn't ready for Zeralt. And Gas has gone on the long con flank around. Urcast just going to hold it and should easily be able to get this one done. No way Gas makes it, like, silently up the ladder and all this kind of stuff, so... Given away, might fall, might find a frag, not going to happen. NKT, meanwhile, will answer back instantly, and a really, really big deal that they do that.
Yeah, that's it. So, where we stand now, 3 rounds are different in a position where, at the very least, NKT are still just keeping this breathing room on their side. Exactly where they want to be. More, of course, of a question of what do Wings Up have in the locker. I think they're really struggling. It's going to deal with, once they get that site in control, how do they set themselves up into a post plant where they have those advantages? Urcast starting off the round, taking a hefty amount of damage to an aid, and actually more to the spam. Gas runs out of ammo, but he didn't. I think Urcast would have fallen there. Either way, 1:30 on the clock, and Wings Up, no decision being made by them just yet.
Very, very difficult scenes now. Really have to watch themselves from here. Very quiet out from the Wings Up side of things. Don't want to be wasting any kind of time here, but pretty intense couple of rounds. I think they will be weary. Very, very weary indeed. How to approach these next few moments. Lan spots a player and finishes him off. Shine trying to hide, but Lan is the hunter. Fantastic double entry coming in from him, and that might win out the round of its own right, to be honest.
I like it. Well, 2 remaining. Over towards NKT. What do they do here, realistically? I think, actually, they've got to go for a save once again. Bentet's got to keep hold of what he's got. To have the funds to work with. It's just been the classic case. We still kind of feel like we're in a bit of a force by war, to be honest. Back and forth, where it's very scrappy Counter-Strike. No size building up any kind of decent long-term funds to work with. There's 2 remaining players. Zeralt and Bentet Just keeping hold of what they've got. It's definitely the smart way to play it. Only problem is, Bente, little does he know, he might actually be in a bit of trouble here. One gets up heaven. One sneaks out door, which they have. He could be caught off guard. Sharking's looking for him. Head towards all vent. That'll give away the position of Sharking. He'll dip away. And actually, he'll be just about fine to stay alive there. And actually does catch you on the way out as well. Does get very close. Advantage goes the way of Wings Up in terms of chipping away that deficit. Slowly, but surely. Our repertoire looking pretty damn good from them. I always have to say it. The T-side's golden number of 6. When you get 6 rounds of your T-side, you look a lot more confident, a lot more comfortable. Wings Up actually playing good enough CS that, for me right now, it sort of feels expected they'll hit that.
Definitely feels like that is going to be the case, to be fair. Oh, especially with a kickoff like that. Perfect stuff from Flying, having a really solid game so far. Looks set to continue. They'll move in fast towards A. Bentep gets a Molotov down and gets the defense in there. Urcast has eaten a lot of damage. Meanwhile, they're going to flank back around towards the ramp area. Shine can't quite get the timing. So the B bomb site will be left vulnerable, and Marek is ultimately holding any kind of rotations. The only place they can really go to is the vent. So that's exactly where Zeralt goes, but he loses his life. Perhaps a little early. They had the man advantage. Just chill. He lets his excitedness get the better of him, and that's cost them A, the man advantage, and B, any kind of control into the round. Shine tries to make a move, but loses out his life. Now surely an easy bomb plant comes in as well as the round itself.
Yeah, they were nervy a single dot. And Lano just bound down to make sure it's locked in their position. 2 versus 3. Looking like they want to give it a go, though. Door's open. That'll attract the attention over there. Oh, if a nade came through as well. If it does, Lion might be in trouble. He might just get in front of it, and he will. Swing off the back. Lion's very fortunate. The HE didn't find him. A bit of shrapnel could have cost him his life, but it's not to be this time. And a safe call to be made. Wings Up. Go within 1. 5-4. And again, they're just keeping NKT at bay now. There's actually some really decent Counter-Strike starting to be played on the Wings Up side. The T side getting control, starting to make NKT feel mighty uncomfortable. This is where things are going to continue slowly but surely to fall in place for them. And this is where, as a player, you start to get attempt maybe calling a timeout for NKT. They are losing control of this game. Potentially going in towards the next full buy. I would like to see a pause come through just to try and alleviate some of the pressure on their shoulders right now.
Yeah, you'd hope so. You'd hope so. It's starting to get to a worrying spot where Wings Up maybe going to take firm control of this game. Bentep with so much damage eventually gets the kill that he was after. Would be a big deal. Shine trying to chase in from behind. Rat around the corner. Tries his best, but he's not able to find anything. Flying with another one outside here. Just going to essentially leave it down to the AKs. They've, of course, already got the bomb down there, so plant should be nice and easy. Might be an idea to just hold on to the AKs if they can, but it is a big if. Urcast finds himself alone versus the world. Somehow there's nobody else around the bomb. That goes down. Finds the head of the first and the second as well. Oh, 5 HP though. Is it going to be enough? Flying, coming around the corner, will get the better of him, but goodness me, that is as close as it comes. A valiant effort from Urcast.
Yeah, but credit to him, right? He's made something out of nothing. That was an absolute throwaway round, generally speaking. I mean, what, he's in a 1 versus 4 there? It's a brilliant, brilliant way in which he's played that. Here's the pause I was talking about. NKT, they definitely need a conversation, though. In a position where they are right now, they were in control of this game, and now they are, well, far from it. Wings Up, momentum's in their favor, money building up in a very stable state, everything starting to play into their hands quite nicely. So, pause done. Team NKT in a, I mean, not the nicest of positions. They definitely lost control of this game right now. Wings Up, looking good. Bit of confidence starting to sing through. Flying, having a pretty good game for himself as well. 9 and 5. We are just waiting for the inevitable, though, for Child King to stop absolutely dominating. Speaking of flying, he's flying out a single door. Oh my god, he might just sit inside of the smoke and wait for a pop flash. There it is. You'll find the opener. This guy, entry pathing, miraculous, but Ben Ted will trade him out. A lot more bodies coming his way, though.
Yeah, they're getting a little bit stuck over there, so certainly, oh, kind of weird. Ben Ted kept on it, may well have found a frag, but not going to be the case. Only we will know the damage that he's done there. 4 on 4 then. Urcast almost falls himself, so there's spam through smokes pretty decisively here. Where do they go from here? Wings up with many, many options. Going to take the bomb outside and try and give that a go. Weird meeting in the yard. Shine will go down, and that kind of confirms the fact that perhaps they head towards B. Urcast takes out Gas, keeping things even, but they've lost control of the B side.
Well, now, as they go down, Gratifashion might be able to deny a lot of the space. He's hoping for something. Gets spotted, though, from window. Tried to deny that bomb going down. Unfortunately for him, he can't do exactly that. Takes a lot of damage in doing so as well. So, just like that, honestly, as time's on the tick, once again, NKT, they might be tempted to save. They've got no real read on what the setup is. But they are looking like they're slowly starting to swarm and give this a go. As Urcast falls and Bentef follows suit, that'll be all she wrote. Gratifashion is out of there. There's no way he's making that one work.
Wow, again, wings up when the chips are down, man. They've just been looking so damn good. Really, really impressive stuff, and I think it is set to continue as they find themselves 6, breaking the bank again. They should be in prime position to be finding multiple rounds here, to be honest with you. Really, really impressive stuff as, yeah, wings up. I mean, continuing to surprise us. They certainly did on Overpass, taking the victory there. I don't think many of us really thought that that was going to happen, but all the same, they are continuing it here, and it's going to be another weird sort of buy coming in from NKT. So, yeah, as you mentioned, right, for NKT. Here, a rifle for Grat saved over. So, CZ does get mighty close. A lot of damage though towards Child King. Even still, easy double entry coming through for that other wings upside, as expected, as we've seen time and time again. They're flying. This low buy just gets very easy put by the wayside. It's a flawless round. And in some pretty immaculate fashion as well. This is now actually getting to be in quite an alarming position. Because right now, I mean, NKT, they're kind of all over the place. It is kind of worrying, but at the same time, you know, it's sort of exciting to see that there's going to be a mix-up here in the Group B side of things. We thought NKT would be the favourites moving into this one, and perhaps they thought that themselves as well. So I think it's really, really impressive to see that Wings Up, who have been sort of hard to predict, are maybe starting to take some big names here and really looking good throughout the entire series.
Pop shot from Gratz. Or Ned himself, the opener. And Urcast will get a freebie down towards Child King. Just wanders straight in towards his trap. Fall away back over towards spawn. But already, nice start from NKT finally. For the first time in a long time, we can actually say that. And it might actually continue. Zion won't get cleared surely here. Down goes flying. And in this round, it's looking like down goes wings up. Unless Lang do something spectacular. And that's not a bad start.
Lovely stuff from Bentep. Will perhaps secure this round. Lan doesn't have the bomb and has hardly any information to work with. I think they're a little unsure of where he's at, though, so that may well help him out a little to perhaps find a kill. Ooh, small 4x3 moment. Spots him on the edge of his screen. Gets him with the nade. 20 seconds. If he finds Bentet here, the round is back on. Bentet's going to get that timing. Oh, doesn't find the frag initially, but does get it on the second time of asking. So, decent stuff. NKT keeping it close and probably need to secure the rest of the rounds here if they really want to be finding this one.
I gotta say, not a bad effort though, all things considered, right? I mean, he's walking away with 3 kills. I'll give him his credit. I think, but yeah, you're spot on, right? I think for NKT, this is still in the, I guess, the conversation of being worrying, right? That's why the pause comes through once again. Another buyout. There's going to be no real money issues at all for the likes of Wings Up. No problem for them to continue investing in time and time again. Questions do have to be asked, though. NKT, did they have anything else in the locker on the CT side? Some of these rounds which they found have been sporadic here and there. Inconsistency has plagued them at times. Let's see. Pause done. Penultimate round of the half. Look and see if NKT can at least slightly claw it back in their favor. An 8-7 would be better than nothing. Wings Up, though. If they guarantee a lead on T side, I get extremely worried. Just considering as well that NKT's T size, I mean, especially from that last map, pretty lackluster.
Yeah, certainly does feel that way, unfortunately. So, really important tell-all kind of time coming through here. And it does not start off well. Gas finds the first kill. Able to back away, and it's so much control being given across to Wings Up once again. You know, they find an early kill in most of these rounds, so it really is quite problematic that NKT are losing a lot of their early battles. Gratisfaction on a double scope, though, will manage to even it back up.
Not good. Uto waiting for some information to be given. Banta stops in a rock and a hard place. He knows the possibility of him being flanked. It's just a case of how does he play this. Hot still vulnerable, single door vulnerable, and Heaven now open. They know they're coming through. They're dropping down. Bentet needed more out of him. Needed the double. He won't be giving it. Wings Up, they're not got space. The bomb will go down. They've planted. They know that Heaven's under their control. This should be fine from here on out.
You would assume so. Taking a bit of damage to the Molotov there, kind of needlessly, though, so certainly could open up the pathway to get back in. Gratisfaction. Oh, he knows what's up. He's got the USP out. He should be traded from down below. He is indeed, though. So, kind of to no avail. Shine coming through from Mini. Where else could he be? And doesn't have a kit available, so, yeah, not looking too good on this round. There goes his mark, really, to find it. He's just going to save the M4 into the next round. Not really too much that he could do with it. Might be able to steal away the AWP if he plays his cards right, although I feel like it's going to get blasted away. Doesn't really matter. We never get to see that come in because Shine's going to go down nonetheless. Wings Up, moving up to 8, and potential 9th here with the money being worse for wear on NKT's side.
Oh, well. Let's see. There's the guarantee, right? We already said 8 rounds on T side. Pretty damning. 15 for final. They make it a 9-6. You get past the point of worry. You start to ask questions of too little, too late. It's a triple MP9 buy, double M4A1S. A couple of individuals have struggled to kind of show up. Zerotto has been so influential in the previous 2 maps, and he's just not found the form towards Nuke so far. Right, towards our side, trying to deny them, crossing and choking. My God, this man is an absolute miracle maker.
Really, really impressive. And it just looks set to continue here for Wings Up as they are looking down the barrel of a really, 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 really good T-half here on Nuke. NKT going to absolutely have to pull their finger out into the second half because, you know, as you mentioned, things really weren't that great over on T-side of Overpass. Wow, this guy having such a great day as he continues to pick up entries and just confirm rounds all by himself. Gas going to get another, and it will just be down to Zeralt and Bentet to try and pick up the pieces.
It's tough. Very tough. We'll get on to Bentet, though. Just get a freebie flying. Clearing everything but the right angle. Still down 2 versus 4. Just, so much of it. Especially when Marek's posted up here over towards ramp. Goes 1-for-1 with Bentet. I don't know where he is. They can dump all the util over towards top ramp. Just keep him at bay. 9-6 at the turn of the half. Gas will see it off. Not bad at all from Wings Up. We'll see if they can continue it after the break.
don't speak for a couple of weeks. I'll be in his place till he calls and says he's sorry. This situation's on repeat, just like a scratch on a CD. It just gets deeper when you hit rewind. How many nights will you make this decision? Nights ending tears and it's blurring your vision. You know he don't love you, hurt you holding on to. Scream through the phone even though he won't.
Welcome back, folks. Second half getting underway here as we are looking down the barrel of a wings up victory. A great T side coming in from them. They get the pistol here. We really do start to feel confident for this squad, so we'll see. NKT going to have their work cut out, of course. Certainly wouldn't be the first time they're going to go bursting in towards the A-bomb site to no success at all. A 3K from flying. Lan was in from behind, and they have been absolutely royally ruined.
Yeah, that's it. The question, of course, is they're starting to feel like games had a match, and kind of the answer in my mind is singing out as a yes. Not being good. Not being good at all. NKT struggling to find these rounds that they desperately need to. And especially a pistol as well. Pistols have been arguably their best thing we've seen all series. Haven't made that sing quite proudly for them. Worries you a lot. Over towards Ram. Gratisfaction single-handedly going towards the A site. But a Molotov down at probably the perfect time. And Marek drops a smoke, drops the bomb. And this round again feeling pretty much done. He'll get a couple. Pistol whipped out. He will fall, but it won't amount towards him. Just the one consolation kill. Wings up in a matter of moments get themselves a nice comfortable buffer to start off this one.
Not bad at all. Will be the early rifle buy coming in from the side of NKT, though, so looking to get that pressure on and find some powerful rounds here. Certainly easier said than done. They will be looking to get the run back started now, because it is indeed going to get away from them. They lose this round as well. You know, they're probably set up for 13. You know, you start to worry pretty heavily about the livelihood of NKT. So really, really scary, really, really important first rifle round.
So, roll taking initial points of damage. Zayn's towards outside, but he's forced outside because they lost lobby control. Once again, in very early doors, NKT here, they're starting to kind of be pincered into kind of the exact plan that Wings Up want to be kind of forcing them into. Sort of like puppet masters. Making them play to the way that they want them to. Deep flash coming through. No one in garage. I actually quite like the way Wings Up are playing this. They're giving them so much information, but at the same time giving them nothing to work off the back of it. Above the smoke, up on a double on the bomb land. That's brilliant.
Massive frags. Oh, man, NKT just cannot catch a break right now. The individuals of Wings Up just playing really, really well. Not scared at all. Not put off at all. Bentet thought he'd got the creep out. Thought he had the big move, but unfortunately not. At least the trade is there. It's a nice exchange in isolation, but the round itself still not looking very good. Shine especially is going to have to do a lot of the heavy lifting here. Incredibly hard angle to beat there. Not going to happen. Gas has got it covered as well. 12-6. Without a bomb plant, no prospect of a buy. Probably a half from NKT, and Wings Up will be in a really good position here to start thinking about the victory, to be honest.
That's it. That's it. Well, let's see. Let's see. Double the rounds over towards NKT, and it should be extended further and further. Honestly, Wings Up, they're on the road to success here. For the most part, pretty comfortably. I just can't see a world now. NKT get back into this with how things are panning out. They'll find 13. Well, most likely. Look at that sort of start. A little bit labored on that second kill. Running out of ammo as well. Thankfully, bought enough time for Lan.
Another one coming in for Lan. Gratisfaction, the only one that remains then. Easy does it. And that'll be another round going the way of Wings Up as expected. Now looking down for another rifle round. NKT battling for survival here and absolutely need to get this rolling for them. And quite a few in a row, to be honest. Not just this one round, but probably 3 or 4, you know, to really make us think that they're going to get back into this game.
Let's see, man. I'm really not feeling all too comfortable at all. Coming through. Gratting towards the orb, but he's really struggled to make this one not going to work for him. And orbing on T-side Nuke's not exactly easy, but that's not exactly a bad start. Lan will fall. So, finally, something positive to talk about over towards NKT. Oh. Okay, there we go. Gas took him a little while, but he gets there in the end. We'll find Gas, and he might actually get another. He will. So, you've got to be trading him there.
Craziness, absolute craziness. The Wings Up individuals are just getting away with, you know, plays that they really should not be allowed to pull off here. Four versus 3. What a fantastic look. How do they get back into it? They've got a minute remaining. Limited utility because they've lost a couple of players as well. You do start to worry a little bit for the side of NKT that their days may well be numbered. Not a good look at all. They're going to try and fly down the vent, though. They do actually get away with that one, so fair play.
Okay. What now is the question? What now as they meet Marek? Hello, here's Sue. That's easy. My God, man, this is rough, man. This is seriously rough. Grat will find himself one, but he's going to be traded in a matter of mere moments, and he will. So, 14-6, and I don't know about you, Scriff, mate, but this is just done dead in the water. There's nothing. No bomb on as well means that, again, the buy at the very most would be forcing into the likes of kind of, you know, AK's armor with no util, or Galil armor and a little bit of util. And, of course, they're going to opt for the lower buy, which means they're essentially playing for OT.
Yeah, and I don't know about that. They're going to have, what, 9 rounds in a row that they need to secure. So, really not feeling confident about this one, to be honest with you. It is, yeah, not in the best spot right now. Flying will find the first. Child King only good for 1 as he gets rushed down. Flying also going to fall. They've got to watch themselves a little bit. This is going to be upgraded weaponry as well for these players. Gas is in behind quite quickly. I don't think they will expect this at all. Bentet was halfway there, but just didn't commit round to the angle. Urcast next one to fall. Zerotl with 3 HP. Playing the headshot angle. Clean find onto Gas. Any more than that, and it would be unbelievable. I think they should have him dead to rights. They know vaguely where he's at now, and Lan indeed will finish him off. 15-6, Wings Up. Incredibly impressive stuff here throughout the series, battling so hard on Overpass, and it seems like it was all worth it. They have been rewarded. They get themselves onto Nuke, and they take over the game.
Well, it's done, mate. It's done. But, I mean, there's been so little to talk about on a positive night. You're going to light over towards the likes of NKT. Nothing really works their way. We said they're playing for OT. This is the Hail Mary. It's here and now. What can they do? Let's see, man. Let's see. AK's out. Bits of util. No AWP in play. Okay, no AWP in play for Wings Up either. They know that they haven't really been pressured at all, these range fights. Gas to start things off. Gas to fall and flying gets absolutely swung upon. So roll, that's a lovely double entry.
Very nice indeed. Going to give them a little bit more into this round. Lan gets caught, as does Marek. So NKT, all they needed was a bit of pressure on them. You know, the sword of Damocles hanging over their heads. And apparently, that allows them to perform to a higher level. And a very high level indeed. That was a flawless round.
Exactly that. Zerotl, I've got to say, that lovely double play in towards that of main. Really like the way in which he sort of started things off there for himself. Still alive. Just about. Still alive all the same. Until this time investing in towards an AWP. Looks like it might be another quick play coming through. The Molotov will keep them at bay. Child King nade towards the side could be perfect. Could do a lot of that as well. Gets away just in time. Time to find the first. They're still trying to cross. We're running out of ammo, and flying will fall as well. That's gate site vulnerable.
Once again, looking pretty impressive from the side of NKT. Maybe with where the money's at for Wings Up, we might see them save on this one. And as well, it's just kind of pointless trying to make your way back in towards the site when it looks like this. So yeah, I would not be surprised if they just give the round up and allow another one to go the way of NKT. So some speed being picked up towards the end. It is all pointless. It's all for naught if they lose. But if they can pull it back, it would be quite impressive. But we'll see. Time is still not on their side. Still need quite a few rounds, I think, before we start to believe.
Well, that's it. Yeah, we still need... There's a lot of... there's a lot more they have to do before we even remotely start to open the conversation about this going to OT, right? We've already had one overtime, but this is just such a monstrous deficit. All it takes is one little mistake, one little hiccup, and it's game set. My, oh my. Balls to come through. And a conversation to be had, I think, for Wings Up. Be feeling the pressure ever so slightly. Just want to make sure they don't let this one slip away. I don't think there's all too much to be worried about just yet. As we mentioned, there's just such a breathing room they've got to work with. But, at the very least, make sure that NKT don't start to roll the punches and, I guess, run away with things. That's when things get extremely concerning and very worrying indeed. Bye coming out. Again, that AWP in play. Lan has had a pretty good couple of moments with it. Child King, while he's not been as dominant in towards map number 3, you still know what his ability's like.
It is indeed somewhat of a scary prospect. AWP shot rings off for Lan. Got to be very careful here. He's left incredibly low, and they are after him, it seems like. Ooh, the feed as well. They go nice and deep. He's miles away from that, so all good in the hood. Are there any opportunities for the trades to come through? Bentet, meanwhile, looking to get a bit aggressive. Try and find something towards A. Nothing really presenting just yet.
Towards our side. Tucks in towards Secret waiting. The time being, NKT still deliberating on what is the decision. Looking like they are going to go down towards Secret. Marek is going to be tested. Flash will come through, they'll catch him. He's going to fall away. He's desperately trying to get away in time, and he maybe should have just taken the fight. It cost his life. Benton will find the first.
Flying. Only able to trade one. Lan still sticking around with the AWP, however, and that's going to be a really scary prospect. Really difficult to get through. Not fully committed to the bottom site yet, and you know what? Rotations are not quite here either. Child King has got ideas. Yeah, spots him out. Could be able to find a frag here. Not looking too likely, though. Gets bested around the corner. Gas tried to get a trade out. He does indeed get one. Flash goes down. Shine still very ready. Land from behind. Can't find success. All on to Gas. Gets the first, but I don't think he's going to be ready for this player directly underneath him. No, he isn't. And NKT will stay alive once more.
So, NKT, slowly but surely, I don't know, they're making a fight out of this. They're making this game very enjoyable to watch from what has been, what at one point was an absolutely one-sided affair. I'm away with things right now in terms of the recent bit of form. But like we mentioned, all it takes is one hiccup, right? One mistake. The buy for Wings Up. M4A1S. That's what they got to work with, really. A few pistols and got a flash. I'm sure he just spotted one missed shot. And they got his info. Flying. He's tucked over towards Vent. Molotov, depending on where it lands, it might force him out. Just about doesn't spread on towards Flying.
Possibly. Kind of a scary prospect that they are hidden away here. Satisfaction going to take one down. So nice start for NKT. My man flying in the vent, ready with his Zeus. Come on, baby. Bentet. Ooh. Just round the corner, flying, going to let him cross. Going in, trying to find the trade. Come on, bro. No, Land's going to take him down. Okay, he's biding his time. Ready with the knife, in fact. Let them all cross. Land finds another. Round starting to get a bit serious now. Land's got his knife out, and Urcast will save Faction. What the hell is going on? One guy buys a Zeus, and the whole round just goes upside down, apparently. Either way, number 10 for NKT.
Yeah, I'm not really sure what the idea on the knife was. I know he runs low on ammo, but that elevator position is just so strong. And then, of course, kind of throwing it away. You hate to see it, but either way, is what it is. And we are now in a position once again. Slowly but surely, NKT are opening that door. The conversation's still not going to be had just yet, as that was somewhat of a low buy. Wings up back in towards the full investment. Was outside this time. Warning util. I'm not actually going to do anything off the back of it. Happy to kind of give it all up. The Gordo's out of control. They're wrapped down towards Secret. They get this for free. More of a question of kind of where do they go from there?
Very uncertain looking. Certainly not as in control as they would like to be. Gas hidden away at the back end of the warehouse. Cass still going to get the better of him, though. Looked like a great angle. Unfortunately, it was not. So, a minute gone. Wings up, down again. Lost a lot of control. Molotov comes in, but it's a tad too late. And Bentet, he will capitalize. Marek, meanwhile, trying to hold here from the back angle, excuse me. I think he's being hunted. They know what's coming. Grat gets the bomb down. NKT set for another round here.
Yep, that's it. NKT taking something off this. Can Marek get anything on the way out? No, Urcast. Better, that's a second kill in the round. Slowly but surely, some of those bigger names over towards NKT are coming alive. Entered Urcast. Gratisfaction top of the scoreboard just now is Zion. Too far in behind. Lano gives himself a consolation. And a fall straight away off the back of it. Great round from NKT with 4 remaining alive. Not bad at all. And it'll once again have an absolute, a massive kind of dampening effect over towards that other Wings Up, leaving them now with not really the cash to work with. Lang going to invest in towards a scout, half armor for him. And then sort of alongside it, not all that much. Sticking her up the 2k mark, to money to work with in towards the next. It's a story as old as time now. What has been a really decent return of form for NKT. Well, it may have been too little too late. It's the very kind of, at the moment, there's lots of...
Zeralt with the outside control. Ooh, tag damage. See what the scout can get done. Not going to be able to find too much more. He's being a bit cheeky, sticking around, faking the drop down. Oh, and it could have worked for some more damage. Unfortunately, will be bested. Flying on the 5-7, hoping around the corner that he should be able to come away with something a bit cheeky. He turns away from the flash, and he does indeed get a frag. That 5-7, ever deadly. Meanwhile, down below, Zeralt might get overwhelmed here. Double spray down. Not quite ready for the third, but still manages to come away with the kill. Fair play to him. I thought he would eventually fall there, but no, not going to be the case. Holds things together, as does the rest of the squad. Wings Up. This is kind of under threat a little bit. They only have 1 or 2 more buys, and that sort of second buy in the rotation is going to be kind of shaky if they don't have anyone saving across. So, this is worrying signs.
Yeah, no, you're spot on. I mean, this really actually is not looking good now. I gotta say, now we can most definitely start to have that conversation. NKT are just absolutely running away with things right now. I mean, they're rolling with every sort of kind of punch that's thrown at them. Wings Up are having no ability to keep them in there, kind of at bay and keep them in the position. I don't know, man. I'm not liking what I'm seeing. NKT They're alive. And we've already sung the praise of those individuals who are all starting to step up now. Even at one point, Srotto was probably not performing the way we would hope from him, especially considering what we saw towards Overpass and Inferno at times. But now he is most definitely alive, kicking and making a bit of magic appearing in the server. Child King, for him, he needs to be the one in my eyes to make the difference. We need to start to see him find that form that we know he can. Let's see. Now or never. As you mentioned, this one falls flat. We essentially start to look towards the full 30 rounds being needed.
Well, let's see. Faster round coming in. Flying. Will manage to find one. He gets a lucky dink there as well. That is very unfortunate for NKT. The worst possible way to kick off the round. And I struggle now to see what sort of way they find back into it. We'll see. Bentet. Crack angle. It's actually Zerolt to find Lan. And now Zerolt has to be very careful with his approach outside, of course. Hidden away in the corner is Gas. Dodgy smoke. Marek a little panicked. Pressure is certainly on, and both teams feeling it.
Pressure's on. The mistakes start to be made. There's one of them. Gas will fall as well. Numbers go back in favor of NKT. Will look like a good start. Sideways now. Just to say that Marek will step up to level the playing field. Huge. Pressure still remains though, because will it be enough? As time starts to take 40 seconds. They've got top ramp control and they're wrapping back through. No flying's here, ready, waiting, finding one, but instantly traded by Gratis Factory. This time opt for the AK and he's all alone now. Child King dropping to roll. These are all down to 1 versus 2. The swing and the drop. Wings up. It took a while. It took a minute. Thankfully, finally, they'll see off this game. And of course, they win the series 2-1.